I don't give a fuck about people who don't give a fuck about you. Oh, okay, I got you. Alright. That's fine. Thanks, Boogie. I appreciate it. Alright. Jack up my chair. Jack up my dog. And we've got an unranked Lego sniper coming in with Ignite. Going against Syndra, so I'm going to say right there off the bat. Syndra has higher burst potential, so I'm going to put that down as a pre-game misplay. So for pre-game, you get a couple specials, because you're playing my baby, so you get some specials, okay, Lego? I'm going to put in your special highlighted runes and map. Pre-game. Runes. Alright, let's see. I gotta change the scene. And we're gonna go bloop. Holy fuck. Alright, you gotta get to a bush. I'm gonna post it. Alright, give me, one sec, I gotta allow somebody in my Twitch chat real quick. Sorry about that. Alright. I'm the only one doing this. So, it started me off with 40 seconds, but I got a couple things to write down, and then I'm going to... Alright, to get started. So, rune page is AD and shit. I'm gonna write that down, AD and shit. Alright. And then, masteries. Masteries are good, but just small tweaks. Alright, small tweaks. And against Syndra, you're gonna want to drop off double-edged sword. So, I mean, you don't have to, but it's just something that you can do to make you take 1.5% less damage. Alright, and Ignite is a little bit, like, I would take heal or barrier. So take heal or barrier. Heal or barrier instead of Ignite. And just so you guys know, Lego Sniper, aka Legofreak, is one of my stream viewers. He started up when you start coming in Lego. I don't know. Pretty recently, he started coming in, like pretty frequently. So you're a regular now. I'm gonna upgrade you to a regular. He's now one of my stream regulars, people. And he's unranked right now, going for as high as he can. 5-5 is silver 5. Lego, try not to get the bronze. That's the game you play. Don't touch the lava. Bronze is the motherfucking lava. And we're gonna start out with a couple different things just to help you out. Right here, we're at 53 seconds. I couldn't see the beginning of this game. It only goes back to 29. Or maybe it goes all the way back. It does go all the way back. What the fuck? Alright, we're gonna watch it from the beginning. And you're gonna get the 40-second test. Pre-game is over. I got my notes there for you. And we're looking at 10. I came here 2 weeks ago. Already your bitch? I don't even know what that means. I'm guessing you typed out bitch. Alright, I gotta wear the Nidalee ears because he's playing my favorite champion, Nidalee! And before 30-0-20 stack, Magi's Nid Stomp. Oh yeah, girl! Alright, so I'm gonna stop it right here. If I can stop it. What you're gonna wanna do with your pathing, when you start out, you want to path directly to here. This is where you want to aim to, and then you want to get to this bush as soon as you can. This is your spot. So I'm gonna just keep it playing. You want to be here right now. The 40-second test is be right here in this bush as a mid laner. So I'm gonna put fail 40-second test, and we might troll you a little bit on this one. Be extra mean to you. I don't know if you can take it or not, but you should be able to take it. I hope. Because I'm not going to be doing any of this seriously. I'm not going to ever talk shit to anybody from... Alright? So don't worry about it. Don't be self-conscious. I don't give a fuck what happens. We're all going to laugh together, cry together, and die together. Maybe not die together. We might die at separate times, but it'd be really cool if we all died together, right? Like, it's like 13 of us. Like, ugh. But at the same time, we're just all like spontaneously combusted or some shit. Alright. Anyway, she had you covered in the bush, but you're going to want to be dropping your traps. So we're gonna go through the mindset here. If you take W first on Nidalee, the only reason to take W first on Nidalee is for the early game map control. So you're gonna want to try to get down here as fast as you can. You're gonna hit this brush to get your passive prowl. So cut in here, passive prowl. Cut through here, passive prowl. Cut through this bush, passive prowl. And then you drop a trap right here. This is where, well, actually, I'm gonna start over. You start down. They're gonna start here. So you drop a trap right here to help with the blue leash. and then you run down to this bush, and you just sit in this bush and wait for your W cooldown. Then you W right here. If there's nobody in this bush, you move up into this bush, and then you W right here. If there's nobody in this bush, you kind of just fuck off and don't do anything. But you can drop a W over here, whatever you want to do. You should have time to do about four traps. Oh yeah, procrastinator Luke. We're doing an unranked Nidalee, and yeah, that's why you want to take the bushwhack instead of the spear. Alright, so you want to take either spear or heal, and you're going against someone with not a lot of level 1 poke. If you're going against a LeBlanc or you're going against a Zig, someone with a lot of level 1 poke, you want to take a heal, because you're going to be healing a lot that game. So we're going to go back in and see how long it takes you. I'm going to pretend that the Annie's not in that bush, because it's your responsibility to get right here. That's your responsibility. It doesn't matter if someone else already got there. I don't think you're even going to go there, honestly. Looks like you failed the 40-second test. You're going to fail the leash test and the level 1 ability thing. I explained to you what the abilities are and the importance of them, so hopefully in the future that'll be fine, but you can drop your traps wherever you want. Great place to drop your traps are on your allied buff. Like you could drop a trap up here on the red buff on the tip, so that way when the enemy jungler comes in, if they want to counter jungle, they have to step on that trap, and they're not going to notice the trap, they're just going to step on it. So you drop the trap on the minions. Not really optimal, but you know, we'll go back into it. I'm just going to put starting trap and no leash. It's actually really good on the leash. It drops 20% of the that looks so good. 20% of the armor and magic resist off of the minions. Alright. And I'm gonna go into stances here. I noticed you took a really aggressive stance, not on purpose, just for CSing. You weren't trying to trade. You took a really aggressive stance for a couple CS, so I'll go into that with you in a second. You should be getting that last hit. I never leash as a mid laner. It's not worth it. It's always worth it, son, because you gotta suck off a little bit of dick sucking on the jungle, okay? A little bit, not too much, just a little bit. That's all you want. Just and then they're gonna love you. They might come in and gank for you. And they're gonna watch you. They're gonna cover your lane. If they like you, if they hate you, they're gonna say, no, fuck you. You didn't leash for me. I'm not gonna help you. You know what I mean? So sometimes getting a leash is good. Defend your jungler. If anything bad ever happens, be like, hey, it's not his fault, man. Don't be so hard on the jungler, okay? It's not his fault. He's a good guy, man. He just got caught in a bad spot. He didn't mean to do it, okay? And he started W, so you don't even have to be there for a leash. All you have to do is drop a trap. Alright, so his CS is okay. He's gonna want to take heal. See how low his health is here? That's when you take a level 3 heal. You want to use your heal whenever you're getting harassed. She's doing a really good job harassing. Not doing a very good job playing Syndra though. Alright, and then we're going to go into minion prepping. So right now, he has no way to heal. To minion prep, the basics of the minion damage. Yes. Bubbity bop. Alright, anyway. I don't have a mustache, I can't do it. The melee minions take 2 tower hits from full health, and then they're 1 auto attack from any mid laner, pretty much. She's so she's gonna be, her damage is gonna stop. But okay, two tower hits and then 1 auto attack. And then for the range minions, you're not gonna kill any of these if you don't prep them or if you don't use mana. Look at his mana; it's at 100%. So he needs to get heal earlier, and he'd be at half health if he took heal at level 3 or even level 2. That's why I like to start spear, because then I can decide if I have a strong lane, I can take W. If I have a weak lane, I can take heal, and I usually take heal anyway. But you have to be auto attacking once, tower hit once, and then auto attack again. So, oh, by the way, Boogie, I can't do song requests, just because of like copyright issues and stuff. I'm gonna be uploading this to YouTube, so I have like written consent from the artists of all this music, and stuff. I can do it just on regular stuff. I can. Just for right now, I gotta go with this. And anyway, 1 auto attack. And then you get 1 tower hit, and then another auto attack. So basically what you're going to go through, on Nidalee there's a unique way to do it. You can drop your trap, but it's going to fuck up 2 of them. Alright? So watch the last hits here. I'm going to untarget it. He missed 2. Oh, he got that one because the tower prepped it. He almost got that one. If he had the attack speed instead of the cooldown reduction, he would have killed that one. That's a couple different times. He's got his heal. He wants to just be popping off his heal, just popping. He's 100% mana, so I'm just gonna put down minion prepping practice, and I can help you out with this. So don't be discouraged by it. Just last hitting and minion prepping is pretty good. To get into it, minion prepping and CS, comma, and then getting heal earlier. If he had a heal earlier, he'd be in a much better stance. He'd be able to kind of stay in the trading stance. But he has to stand into the defensive stance back here. And he's eating fucking Q from Syndra. Every time he comes up, he's eating a Q. Leave me in trouble. And then I'm gonna fast forward. And we're gonna go into a slight misplay in the build. He started Amp Tome, so I'm gonna rewind. Check exactly how much gold he has here. I'm gonna fast forward. Alright, so he has 578 gold. That's not quite enough for anything really, but what he could be doing here is taking Dorn's Ring and then a Fairy Charm, so that's gonna give him more AP. Well, it's gonna be slightly less AP because this is 20 and the Dorn's Ring's 15. But it's gonna give him more combat stats because he gets the 3 MP5, he gets the 4 per killing unit. That's not unique, it stacks no matter how many Dorn's Rings you have. And he's gonna get 60 bonus health, which is about, well, if you look at the Ignite, see it does 130, that's 2 ticks, well, not 2 ticks, 3 ticks of Ignite, is that right? Yeah, 3 ticks of Ignite. So, that's going to be a much better thing. She's going to all-in him at level 6 and probably 100 to 0-in because he doesn't have a very good combat stat. So, with the Fairy Charm, not to spear that to last did it. With the Fairy Charm, you can decide if you want to go Chalice or if you want to go, what's it called? Tear of the Goddess. I prefer Tear of the Goddess. But against really heavy blaster assassins like this, you want the magic resist from the Athenes. The cooldown reduction also helps to keep your health up when it's a really strong harass lane. And watch, he should be minion prepping. So, alright, I'm gonna go back just to show you real quick about minion prepping and how and when you can use minion prepping. That's gonna be a small lesson that I'll give on this video. And you can really see it here. This is the best way to see it. And I'm gonna screenshot this. Boop. Alright. Let's go here. Alright. So, the tower hits this minion. I'm gonna go. Alright, I gotta set my pen down. So, tower's gonna hit this minion. It's gonna go to here, and then it's gonna be one auto attack. So, he has boom, boom, and that's the amount of time that he has. This minion's gonna die. Alright. Got some Sonic in your playlist? I can't do it for my videos here, but I can, I have a Pandora station that I use. I'll look into it. But, anyway. For minion prepping. Fuck. Alright, it's supposed to go over, but it's not doing it. There we go. It's because I tabbed into Photoshop. Alright. Wait, fucker, I don't want you! Alright, so I'm gonna go back then. Alright, so tower hit, and then you got this much health left. This is what you're hitting with your auto attack. So you got two tower hits, and then you got this same thing here. This one's gonna die, so you have to prep this one or else you're gonna lose it. This one might be worth the sacrifice, but you could kill this one with a spear. One auto attack, and then a spear. Because it's gonna take 2 auto attacks to prep this one. But this one's gonna get hit to here, and then it's just gonna be dead. So if you look, that's how these minions are going to play out. These 2 are easy last hits. This one's impossible almost. So he can't prep this one, and he just has to hope. But what he should be doing is he should be prepping these. He needs to do this on all these. 1 auto attack on each of these. And then the tower is going to hit it to here. Okay. And he has enough time. He can auto attack about once every time the turret auto attacks. So he's got 1 hit, 2 hit. He could be doing prep here, last hit there, prep here. And then wait, he could be either prepping this one with 2 auto attacks, which would be really close. He might miss one of these last hits because his auto attack will be on cooldown. Or he could just chill for 1 tower hit. And this is how you prep minions, and you can do this with the whole wave, and you won't miss any of the wave. Until you hit 6, this is the only way to do it on Nidalee, and most champions are exactly like this. So I hope this makes sense to you guys. If you see this, tower hit, auto attack dead. tower hit, auto attack dead. This one's slightly weak already. I think he might have auto attacked it, or it might have been weakened from a different minion. It's gonna be tower hit, and it's gonna die right on that second tower hit. There's nothing he can do to last hit this. So he has to kill this with this much health. He has to do that much. He has to do an auto attack and then a spear. Alright. Hope we're good on that. That's minion prepping. So if I ever say minion prepping, like, oh, he did a really good job prepping those minions. That's what I'm talking. Alrighty. And we're gonna go back in. And pull that back up. And let's see how many of these minions that he gets. Alright, and this is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go slow. See, he gets that one. And then the tower hits this one, which is perfect. He should be prepping these. But he's kind of just running back and forth. He'll get this one. Oh, he auto-attacked first. So he messed up his own perfect auto-attack. This one's gonna get hit. He's gonna auto-attack. Oh, she fucked with it. He should be auto-attacking and prepping this. He's not gonna do anything. Prep. Tower hit. Then. It might live here, actually. But I think it'll die. Alright, see it died? Now, he throws a spear and misses. That's gonna kill it one shot. Nothing you can do for that last hit. Alright. This one, it's gonna attack this one next. He needs to auto attack, prep that, and then he can throw a spear if auto attack's on cooldown. He's gonna miss that one. The minions are gonna weaken this one below the auto attack range. Tower hit's gonna kill it. So if you watch, he could have gotten all 6 of those minions with very little effort on his part, but he wound up getting 1 because minion prepping is something that either he hasn't been taught, he hasn't picked up, or he's just not very good at right now. So I'm guessing it's something that he hasn't really looked into. And you see a lot of people have trouble with that, and I don't really comment on it too much with most people's games, but it is, you'll see it in every single game. But that's just something I wanted to really highlight and make a little diagram for you guys to see it. So you did good with the minion prepping there, but the thing is the minions took over the damage, so you want to try to prep the one that the tower's hitting if you can. Alright, get back to it. Let me match these up. Let's see. Got Brawl off, you see the jungler. And alright. Well, got 22 votes, Beastly, nice. Alright, and that one, see, it was a little too low. And he's doing good with the prepping now. See, look, perfect prepping, that was perfect. And then that one, the minions prepped it for him, so he almost got it. That was really good, much improved. I don't know, I'm guessing he's just doing this on his own. 22 votes is pretty legit, Beastly. Beastly was doing a poll on saying, should minors be allowed to own the mature video games? Alright, so no minion prep on that one. He's got a cat form now. Like I was saying, cat form really takes out the need for minion prep. Now let's check his gold. I'm deciding what he's gonna build. You can show now. You're I think you're a regular. Let me see, Beastly. Try posting a link. I think I made you a regular. Right, and he's got about 800 gold now, so he's going to be looking to go home eventually. He's down by 9 CS, and let's check the gold difference. He's down by 160 gold, which isn't very much. Oh, we missed the cannon. It's alright. Oh, fuck. Alright, let me pause this. I gotta allow again. Real quick. Alright, there's only room for 20 regulars, so I can't be giving everybody regular. Alright, let's see. She goes home. So what Lego should be doing in this situation is posting it up. Posting it up? No, you should be pushing it up. Alright, and I'm just gonna say minion prepping. How long till regular? Yeah, that's infinite, Beastly. You can post whenever. There's only 20 regular spots, and I just cleaned out 6 people today. So there's a limited amount of spots, and I'm kind of just like the people that are here all the time, making sure they're regulars, and I haven't really taken it away from anybody that's still in the stream, so Took it away from some people that were in the stream for like a couple weeks and then they just bounced out. I haven't seen them in a while. So I'm trying to keep it active. And now you don't have to ask for permission. You're trusted. Don't post anything shitty because I'll have to time you out. Alright, so let's look at this build. He has no mana regen, which is really, really, really crucial in this lane because he's going to get 100 to 0'd. And he's not going to have anything to heal himself. Like, he's going to be using all his mana. So I'm going to just put down build order. Build order. And then put a little star next to it because he's got the double. The first shot back, he had really good opportunity to buy a couple different things. But watch him get 100 to 0'd. It's going to happen because he has no magic resist, he has no health. She can 100 to 0 him now. He's in 100 to 0 range. All she has to do is drop one ball behind her, drop one ball on his head. Oh my god. He's so dead, like, he doesn't stand a chance right now. It's not his fault, it's just, that's what's gonna happen because that's how Syndra works. And if you don't itemize properly against that, you're gonna die. So combined with the summoner spell, she can just, she might not even need her ult. Oh, here it comes. She wants it so bad, she can taste it. She can taste it, she's gonna go balls in on his ass. His only saving grace right now is that she doesn't have mana. She also built poorly. Why am I up so late? Because I'm a psychopath. It's the major reason. I hit plat 1 today again. Back in plat, baby. I mean, not back in plat, but I'm back in plat 1. Alright, so Lego, he's got a pretty good understanding of minion prepping. It's just, it looks like he's doing it now. Oh, she fucked that up so hard. There's nothing to kill him with now. She didn't ignite though. I mean, she could flash. If she wanted to be really ballsy, she could like drop a ball, stun flash, drop another ball, and then ignite. He'll die. Am I gonna post it? Yeah, I'm gonna post this video, and I just did one for Mr. Tex. I'll post these two. I did some effective health calculation stuff last game and a couple other things. In this game, I talked about minion prepping. It's probably the most important thing so far this video. And knowing how to build. So he has no mana regen itemization. Really important. And neither does Syndra. She started. She has a fairy charm, but she didn't build anything. Should be going cat form. So put that in a... Alright, use cat form. Use cat plus pounce, I'm gonna say. Use cat plus pounce. For the extra mobility. For mobility... And once you get a tier of the goddess, your pounce actually stacks the tier, so. And tier stacks. I'm gonna just comment on that because that's what he should be doing right now. So, when you go into cat form, I believe it gives you, what, 10 extra movement speed? 20 movement speed, okay. Gives you 20 extra movement speed, which is more than these boots. Oh, a little bit less. Okay, about the same as boots, okay? So if you're in cat form, you do about the same as boots, extra movement speed. He'd be running 370, or no, yeah, 380. All right. Got my numbers mixed up there. Alright. So cat form whenever you're traveling. And he gave up the cannon there. It's cat form, homie. It's not cougar form. Pounce sounds so cute. I always imagine a small kitten pouncing forward and then getting scared of her own. Alright, Syndra ult is up. Oh shit. This could be the 100 to 0 we've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. No. Oh my god, the flash ult. But she has no AP, so she doesn't fucking kill anyone. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see how much gold Lego Man has. 600, so it looks like he's probably gonna just build nothing. I don't know. Yeah, Boogie, he was doing a debate topic for a project at school. So he picks up another Doran's Ring. It's a little late for Doran's Ring, so if he shifted his build right now, you take the Doran's Ring, take the Fairy Charm, and then after, instead of buying the thoughts on from Cougar form, WRQ. Are you talking about like pouncing into spear range? Because you're talking about like repositioning your body to spear. That's a really good strategy to spear, but the thing is, people are gonna suspect it. So I found out on Nidalee, it's best to have like a whole bag of tricks, and you use the tricks one at a time. Alright, so I'll show you in a second one of my really good Nidalee tricks. Pounce spear, yeah, that's fine. It doesn't do more damage the farther you are away now. So you're gonna want to pounce like from behind minions. So I'll show you a good pounce spot. So say, let's see, very good one. Right now, say she just stands right here. I'll make a diagram because I like these. They're cute. And then, boop. And we're gonna go, boop, and. Alright, so say she goes, or he goes cat form. This is, I'm gonna do blue as the cat form path. You go cat form, boop, and then do a 45-degree angle like this. You pounce to here, and say she's standing right here. She can't be hit by a spear from here. She knows that. So what you do is you do it from here, and then you can hit a spear direct in. Okay, that's good. That's good. So she'd have to be in cat form already because there is like a 6-second cooldown on it. There you go, boink, and then spear from here. That's perfectly fine. Like that's a really good way to do it. There's another one I can't show you. I'll show you next time he gets into the situation. Let's go. I'll show you next time he gets into the situation. One of my biggest tricks I do on Nidalee. And he's almost in that situation now. Is he getting ganked? Yeah. And he's so dead. I feel so bad for him. Alright, Beastly, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad your poll got so much attention. There's a couple of different things I do, kind of just mind tricks for people. I'm going to show you right now. The worst case scenario, I'll show you from the beginning of the game. I'll rewind it and do a screenshot from the middle when the lane was more balanced. Because right now, there's obviously no way to do it. I mean, there's ways to do it, but there's no way to create fear because she's not afraid of him at all. The Jizz Cone? Yeah, kind of like the Jizz Cone, but it's less of a Jizz Cone. It's the Jizz Laser Beam. Their face. You gotta zip line that shit. Okay. Zip line right into their face. That's how you do it. Alright, and he wants to use his Q here. He's gonna miss that cannon, man. You wanna save your Q for the cannon. I don't know what he's building first, but he has the items right now to build either a Riley Scepter or a Void Staff, and either one is a bad rush. Procrastinator, I don't know about that one. Oh shit, son, that sucks so bad. Could have dropped her on her head. Alright. Got the run speed, take the spear. Oh shit, spear to the face, motherfucking assist, 150 gold, and they drop the Olaf. Leg out. Leg out, leg out. Good spear. And then you go cat form here. He's just chilling in the bush. He's probably typing. He just lost 3 CS because of that type. Maybe not 3. He lost 2. If he went into cat form and reacted properly there, he would have got 2 more CS. Not a huge deal, but it's gonna fucking, you know, like if he's 50 gold short on something. Wing in lane is only good if you know they're not gonna kill you. Like if he W's in, alright. If he W's right now, look at it. Say he goes in with this W, like WE, and clears these minions. She's gonna just dump her shit all over him. Boom, boom, boom. Because what you're doing when you W in, you are reducing the distance between you two, which reduces the threat of Nidalee. The only threat of her is her spear, unless you're like below. If your health's right here, then you're killable. But you know what I mean? If you're right here, you're killable. Other than that, if she's full health, you're not gonna kill her if you go in Cougar. So there's 0 threat to her dying. She has full harass. Oh, human W. I'll show you some human W's in a second. See how you walk forward right there? Her ball fell out. Hey, your trap, you don't want to use it everywhere too early because it costs as much mana as a heal or as a spear. The early ranks. But, I mean, it's a 20-second cooldown too. Lag makes me pissed. I fucking... Oh, so mad. Alright, did he use his Q there? Nope. He wants to WQ this. Nope, he's gonna miss it. The biggest thing, if you look at the CS, there's really not a huge CS gap. If you're at 17 minutes and you have 68 CS, you could have 107 CS that's without doing any other camps at 10 minutes. So you're like at 50%. You did rush avoid stuff, which is really it's not optimal. You rush fucking boots with alacrity, so I mean. But you could stomp her. I don't know how this game turns out, but you could be stomping her right now. Look at her build. All she built, oh my god, all she built is fucking Alice. She's going for the Theans. She's gonna get a 20-minute Theans. She's not even gonna get 20-minute Theans unless you bust out a kill or something. So, you know. Then go back on you. Cat form pounce, 20%, or you get 20 bonus movement speed, and the pounce is gonna be helping you out. Boom, 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 clearing up the lane. But I'll show you expired. I'll show you a couple different W spots and a couple different trick spears. Not like trick spears, but spears that help you out. I'll see you later, Beastly. I average 8 FPS. Hope you don't have small children, Luke, because you gonna hit them. That's inappropriate. Oh my god, you guys! I played Gragas mid and against some fucked up Fiora. Each time she ulted me, I got a huge lag spike, which made it impossible to evade it. My team thought I was seriously retarded, and I wanted to shit the server. And it sounds really inappropriate, Simon. Do you want to talk about it? Because it's in here. If you want to talk about it on here, we can talk about Fiora. Did she make you lag? Bel'Kaz makes me lag. It's okay. I mean, he doesn't make me lag anymore, but hear that shit. Nice. Alright, so we can go right here. For example, good trap spot. Well, try to show you. It's really hard to show you. Alright, I'm gonna show you just a couple different spots. This is gonna be in general. I'm gonna go trap spots on Nidalee. And let's see. Hello. Alright. Trap spots on Nidalee. This is the best one. Do X's. This is for what the fuck was that, Steve? Those aren't even X's. Those are like fucking fuck boys. I like to do, well, there's a couple different things I like to do. I'll show you one thing that I like to do. I like to do this on my side, but you want to do these on like paths where the minions aren't going to walk. They might hit that one. You want to do it like spots where the jungler is going to come out. Like spots over here. Not even... These are good traps, and then you can just extend them out like this. You know? So if the jungler comes up, they're going to have to walk around these or walk through them. Take a lot of damage. But something that I like to do on my side, it kind of... You want to go like this. Ignore this one. I'm going to do blue for this, because this is going to be my side. I like to do something fun like this. You do an X here, and then up here, and then you kind of just do one up here. You can't really see that one. But you're doing like a little... Alright, so see this? You get your little pattern, and you get a little sweep. They can't walk through this. I mean, it only takes, I think, 3 traps to cover the whole thing, but you get the idea. You're going directly across is whatever, but if you go like this, this is more cool looking. More cool. They can't walk through this path without being seen. You do that same shit here. I've done that with this, and then you just play to this side of the lane, and you play right here. This is where you position yourself. And then the traps are here, and if someone comes out, you cut up like this. Okay, so you cut up like that. They're gonna set through your traps. Pow, right. Spear in the fucking kisser. Pow! Alright. I'll come back to this and show you a couple different things. But you get this. This is the most important trap to have. You want to have this down 100% uptime, because this is when you're on the offense. When you're up in this area, the minions are here. Kill all the minions, and then they have an option. Like, he has an option right now. He's gonna go here, he's gonna go here, or he's gonna go here. And if he goes this way... Oh, don't look at her. She's from, not porn. It's album cover. Okay. If they're Kazakhs and they'll jump over it, then they waste their jump. Alright. If he goes this way, that's his only path. He has a linear path. He can't juke left or right. He only has... Well, it's not like horizontal or vertical, but he only has this path, okay? His only path. He has to walk that way, and then he can juke back this way. But what's this path gonna do? He's gonna fucking die. It doesn't matter. So you throw a spear from this angle, right on his outside shoulder. The only way that he can dodge that is, sorry, he comes back here. Right? The only way. It's gonna hit him 100% from this angle. Throw it in like this, on his outside shoulder. See you later, Luke. Hit it on this shoulder. Like, I'll see if I can just paste this again. Oh god. like right here, if he runs straight like this, he's gonna take a spear to the shoulder. When you aim your skill shots, know the width of them. So, like, if you're standing here and you throw a spear like this, he can juke out like this. You can cut a 90 degree to that and juke it. But if you stand here and you spear like this to his outer shoulder, if he jukes outward, it's gonna hit him on this shoulder. Like if he jukes like this, he jukes outward. This is good for all skill shots, and I talked about this before. But if you throw it to his outer shoulder, it's it can't miss, because the closer he gets to his turret, the more narrow his juke path is gonna be. So you do that to flash out, flash forward, which he's still gonna get hit. I mean, he'd have to flash this way. But if he jukes this way, I mean, like, he'd have to be a little closer to turret, but you get what I mean? You know? Boom. Alright, I'm gonna go back into the bitch ass thing here. Review. Against her, you could build either, like Expired says, you could build an Archangels. That's gonna give you more AP, and at late game, it's gonna give you more tankiness. You can stack a tier in about 20 minutes on Nidalee. That's pretty much, that's a general stacking on the tier. Like, right now, you'd be getting your Archangels pretty much. Or you can go something that will help you reduce the burst. They have an Akali top, and she likes to roam and get at you. So if you take a look at their team, the AP hybrid, focused on AP, pure AP. It's kind of like a AP tanky hybrid. And then I'm gonna rewind that just so we can cut out. Alright, so I'm gonna go through this real quick. AP oriented hybrid. Then you've got a pure AP, an AP tank, and an AD hybrid with, like, say 20% AP, and then a pure AD. So there's 4 people on their team doing magic, 2 people doing a majority of magic, and Thresh is going to do probably 75% of his damage is magic, but he has a lower damage output than me. So there's a lot of magic damage coming out, so an Athene's wouldn't be a bad idea. She has pretty safe poke, and she's been, like, consistently dropping her poke on you, and she's able to land everything. That's what you want to do. You can pick either one. If you like the tier gets the late shield, which is really nice. Doesn't help if you're stunned because you can't use it, but like if you see this bitch coming at you, Syndra coming at you, she throws a ball on your head, you're like, oh fuck, I'm against the wall, I'm dead, I don't even know, I can't juke this, I'm gonna die. Pop that, and it's gonna shield you for, like, well, shield you for a pretty decent chunk. It'll be like up to here. That'll be your shield. That much health. Right? And that's gonna be your Archangels. I'm gonna watch this fight and get back to the analysis. And you got a setup of Syndra up here and Akali over here. They're setting up a flank. They're doing like a pincer coming in, whatever. Cutting you off at the pass like the fucking Huns. It's Mulan up in this bitch. Alright, and I think you just ignited her. You did. That's just a waste of ignite. Like, see how little damage it did? Doesn't really do anything. Annie drops a good Ivers, but it's not a stun. You kind of just get dropped. Don't really do anything in the fight, but nobody really does. So I think the game's pretty much over at this point. That's what it looks like. And we're gonna fast forward, get you out of the death. And what do you pick up? You don't buy any items. Let's check your gold, because you should have some gold. You have 770 gold. You're gonna upgrade your boots there. That's what you want to do. Who wins the lane? Syndra or Nidalee? It doesn't matter. It's more of a skill matchup, and whoever lands the most poke. If you're landing spears, nobody beats you in lane. You know what I mean? You have great lane sustain. Oh my goodness. Great lane sustain, good poke, and you can last hit pretty safely with your spear if you have mana. But the thing with you is you had no mana regen. The only mana regen you had was Doran's Ring. And you picked up another Doran's Ring in like 15 minutes. And the build that I suggested, you had 580 build on your first shot back. You should have picked up a Doran's Ring and a Fairy Charm, and that would have gotten you set up to either build a Chalice or a tier. And you kind of decide in your head, do I want to build a Chalice or a tier? And against this team, either one's viable, but I would say probably Chalice is the easier choice. It gives you more heals, it gives you more pounces, more spears. Slightly weaker than the tier. And the shield is weaker, but you have less, it's more front-loaded. Right? Front-loaded versus back-loaded. Because once you finish what's it called? The Rabadons, the Archangel is going to give you, like, I don't remember what it is, like 148 AP or something crazy. Like, it's a really, really good AP get from it. That's once you finish the death cap. It's a huge thing on build order. I'll go over a couple other things when this finishes up. I'm going to fast forward to what we get. Kind of just chilling, running around. Your heal up here? Your heal should be up. You're in cat form, so really, you can't duel people in cat form. I was talking about this earlier. The only time you can kill somebody when you're in cat form is if they're a third health or lower. So, right here, I'm gonna go back one more, where your heal is. So you're gonna go bloop, fast forward a little bit. Alright, so your heal is off cooldown. You throw a spear right now. This is what you do. Right now, you drop a trap right on him where he's standing. You throw a Q, because you're at pretty far away range. He's at 100. Right? Okay. He's at 100 and he's at like a third. But he's Warwick, he's OP, whatever. Wow, he built Spirit Ancient Golem. Whatever. He should have got Wriggles. That's whatever. Alright, so drop a W, throw a spear, and then while you're walking up, heal his ass. And then you go cat form because she's not going to target you while he's at a third health. She's going to focus him. Then you go in, he's going to alter down. And when you go in for the cat form, you want to WEQ. WEQ, quick combo. And then you start running back out because you don't do anything. Your auto attacks do nothing. So I'm going to slow this down, see what happens. Throw a spear. Good job. Now you need to heal. The trap is really not as important, but it's going to help reveal her when she's stealth. So it's really going to help weaken her also. But it's really easy. Like, that's the easiest trap ever. If you drop your W, she's going to 100% hit that trap. And you almost have spear up like a few seconds, but that'll be after you finish your cat combo. So you speared, you hit her, good job. Grab a trap, and then heal him, and then go into cat form. You run away, then you turn around and go back in. So really, you wasted like one global. And then right here, this is where you leave. Your shit's on cooldown. You're gonna have a pounce up in a second. You got support coming in from here. You wanna pounce through here and use your brush passive. But watch when you fight her. Watch your health and watch her health. Her health doesn't move. Look at how little damage you do. Just baby dick shit. And she's gonna nuke you. So you gotta jump out here, let him switch aggro. So he's gonna come in with her. She's either gonna change targets to him, or she's gonna keep trying to chase you, and he's gonna eat her ass while she's running after you. And then you're gonna turn, throw spears at her, heal yourself again, go into cat form, jump through this bush, jump out. And if she gets low, you can turn on her and go in with a WEQ. Alright? Get back on you. And you sold a Doran's ring, but you didn't buy anything, so it's just basically wasting a Doran's ring. Yeah, do you have close to the amount of gold? You don't have enough gold to buy anything. You sold a Doran's ring. I don't know why you sold it. That's gonna go down. I didn't write everything down. I've just been talking about it more because you're in here. Blah blah blah. Fast forward. Cat form. Then you should pop out. You want to be using your heal on cooldown. So I'd pop out right now and heal twitch. Right now. I'd heal twitch. Throw a spear. Heal switch. Heal him. Heal switch. And just heal your teammates as much as you can. When it's on cooldown and you have 100% mana, there's no reason not to. If there's a fight right now and he lives with that much health and he saves your life, it's gonna be like you saved your own life because you healed him. Then he survived and then killed a guy off of you. So it's like the big snowball. It doesn't seem like it'll have a huge effect. But don't use your heal needlessly during a fight. And you want to target the AD champions because it gives them the big AD boost. And actually, if you look at it, you're actually skill maxing wrong. I didn't even notice this, but I'm gonna write this down just because this is a really big one. Skill order. And so there's two different ways you can max your skills on Nidalee. Well, there's three different ways. I'll go through them real quick. And what you're doing is you did in a W, Q, Q, E, Q, and then you started maxing W. I'm the plat one. This Nidalee is unranked right now. Nidalee is my favorite champion though. So he's maxing heal last, which is pretty brutal. Like your heal is probably what makes her the most broken champion. I mean, not broken, but like she's a badass healer. If you go AP, you're gonna be dropping heals on everybody, and that's why I don't like to rush Void Staff on her. If you rush Void Staff, your heals don't really benefit from it very much. And there's a lot of like in Korea, I know that Void Staff rush is pretty good. Like a lot of people do it, but your heal is really strong. So you want to max your W last. I'm gonna go through the three different build orders with your skills. You went W, Q, Q, E, Q, R, Q, W. Okay? And I know that doesn't really make a lot of sense, but you maxed your spear, and then you got your other abilities, and then you maxed your pound second. So what you're going to want to do, typically, you're going to want to either, you can start, I already talked about the bushwhack. If you start bushwhack, you have to use it to get your early level 1 map advantage. So, like I talked about, you want to drop your bushwhack in the bush to leash here. You want to drop it over into this bush, see if there's anybody in it. You want to drop it in this bush. Then you want to drop it over here. And just kind of put up all the bushwhack. Think about if you were on their team, where would you stand for this leash? Or if they're not leashing here, where's the jungler? Like, if you put a trap here, the jungler 100% chance is going to leash this and walk into this bush if he knows what he's doing. So, he's basically body warding this bush. So he's going to step on this trap, and you're going to know exactly where he is. Say, oh, he's doing red buff. Okay, so that means he started blue, and you're really using your early vision advantage. And it's going to help your team out too, because you're going to see whatever his face is. Olaf pop up right here. Okay? Yeah, max Q first, almost always. There's not 100% max in Q. There's a few really, really situational spots where you can max all the abilities. And I've tested it and it works. So that's the typical one. You can start W, but you want to go, and then you want to go Q, or you can even go E second depending on your lane. Your lane was really heavy on harass, so you want to take heal early. And in your lane, I would go, what's it called? 2, right? 2 points in your E before you go into your Q. Not like before you put any points, but I usually start spear, and then I'll go heal. And if I'm having a really hard lane and I'm just staying in the back getting my shit pushed in, I'm going to go an extra point into heal, and then I'm going to max Q after that. But you want to get a point at W still. So you still are going to wind up having, you're going to have a 2-1-2 on your abilities at level 6. 2-1-2-1. That's okay if you have a hard lane, but that's going to take a lot off your spear damage. And then the final one, that's a whole build lore in itself, because that's going to fuck up your spears. It's going to make your early game really weak. Or you're going to be able to be safe, and you're going to be able to sustain, and basically just using all your mana to heal up. And that goes really well with a fucking Crystalline Flask. That build right there goes well with Crystalline Flask. And then the third build, this one's really situational, and it's kind of hard to use. If you're going against, like, say a Zed, or someone that has a gap close, maybe even a Talon, someone that you're not going to be hitting with spears in lane because they're so mobile and they're going to be in the melee minions all the time. You're going to be harassing with auto attacks every time they go for a last hit. And when you're harassing with the auto attacks, you want to put the traps defensively behind you, so if they come in on you, they're going to step on the traps. And in that situation, you can max trap and heal, get 1 point into Javelin. And it's not even really maxing them, but like in the early levels, just getting a couple points and like do a 1-2-2, or you can even go like a 1-3-3, something like that. And that's really like, that gives you extra damage when they come in on you. That's only if you can't hit spears. It's only on champions with a gap close that are really, really hard. So I don't do it. I still take heal and spear on that. But that's something that I've seen people do that worked, and I tried it and it did work. But it was a pain in the dick, because if you hit a spear, you feel like a badass, but it does this much of their health. Like, you hit a spear and it gets them to here, and you're like, what the fuck? And then they step on a trap and you get them to here. It's like, what the fuck? What is going on? Am I even Nidalee? I don't understand. I'm gonna go back into this, and we're gonna see what happens. Gonna be tower diving here. There's no chance to hit a spear. So you just took 2 tower hits for no reason. And he's dumb. He shouldn't have turned on you. But if you see him turn on you like that, that means he has allies. If he's that low and he turns, he's got someone helping him. He doesn't, but he should. There's no way it's gonna happen. But I hope the skill order thing makes sense to you. If you have questions on it, let me know. But your heal is really important, and your W is basically just for vision. And you kind of abandon your teammate here. You healed yourself. What I would have done, we're going to go back just to show you in this situation. Like what I would do in this situation. You got your spears off, that's good. You missed your spear, but that's okay. Maybe you didn't. And then throw another spear. Boom, spear right now. And then heal him. Spear and then heal. And then if they keep chasing him, you can go cat form to try to pull aggro. Like if you go cat form and go in, they're going to switch to you, and then you can kind of pounce out. But don't pounce into them, that's the only thing. Just while your spear and heal are on cooldown. They kind of just drop you there. The Akali's getting fat. Not a lot you can do. Looks like this game's over now. And let's take it back to regular speed. But yeah, Hanju, my favorite champion is Nidalee, so that's why I'm being a little rough on this one. You all day, every day. Alright, so I'm gonna go back and show you what the fuck. Fast forward, please. Stop trying to fuck me. Alright, we're gonna go bloop bloop. Alright. And then let's see what happened here. Go slower. Your cooldowns, you go into cat form. Why'd you go into cat form? You want the CS? The AD carry is taking the CS. So, look at this team. You got 4 people here. You got no minions backing you up. We're gonna go play. So if you pounce here, you're dead. Oh, we pounce to the side, so that's okay. Vesh could hit an easy hook on you here. Unless you juke it. Perfect lineup on you. You're in cat form, your pounce is down, you can't jump to the side or anything like that. He's gonna come in. He's dropping a thing on you, she's gonna stun you, he's gonna flay you. Where's the stun? Boom, there's the stun, knocks you out. Be really careful in cat form. You could have stayed. I'm gonna go back one more time. Alright, right now, this is where you stay, right here. So if you're right here, you're just chilling in the back. Twitch is CSing, there's no issues. But you bring yourself into danger here, and this is what Nidalee doesn't need. Like, Nidalee's safe back here. And you're gonna lose some CS, but Twitch is gonna take it, so your team's getting the gold. And it's actually really good to give your AD carry the gold. He's kinda struggling this game too. That's okay. That's just kinda like just staying safe. Stay back here because there's 0% chance you'll die. Warwick goes in, I don't know what the fuck he's thinking, but his build's way off. Alright. I'm gonna fast forward, this might be the end. Nope, they're not committing. And we're at live, so this will be the end. Alright. You did hit a lot of spears, but the thing was your spears weren't doing very much damage because you weren't itemizing properly, so I mean, you weren't a huge impact in the game. And it's hard when you get shut down early, like she shut you down early. So you go cat form here, but you don't do any damage in cat form. Like, so you took your whole health bar, taking out the last maybe 10% of his health. I would rewind that, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. But yeah, your whole team got shut down. So it's really hard on Nidalee, unless you're doing well yourself. Like, if you were 3-0, it would have been fine. But you'll watch me, and like, even if I'm having a bad game in Nidalee, I'm still gonna have low deaths because I know how to play safely, and I know how to make sure I don't use my cat form to farm too much. But pretty much every death you have, you're setting yourself back really hard on Nidalee because she's not a super assassin or anything, but if someone gets fed against her, they'll just kill her. And then, like, you're gonna try to fight her, you're gonna hit her with 4 spears, and then she's gonna hit you with 2 spells and kill you. Like, she's gonna hit you with her stun, and then she's gonna ult you and ignite you, and you're just gonna fall down. You have to be really careful with that. But your farm wasn't too bad. I mean, you should have farmed more, both of you should have, but in comparison to hers, it wasn't too bad. You weren't behind too much, but if you're looking at 26 minutes, 79 farm. 79 farm is good for 10 minutes. That's a really big focus that you can work on. And right now you're running the AD. I'll go into it and look at it with you. You're running AD runes. Not on purpose, obviously, but that's all you have right now. You have AD runes, and are you still online? Alright. So these are your runes right now. And you got the 1.5% lifesteal. I know that you just don't have enough IP for this, but you really want to be careful playing champions that utilize this. Like, I would say play a top laner, play a jungler, or play an AD carry, but I wouldn't play Nidalee on these runes. I couldn't tell you by the time you got in, but these runes really... Oh shit, yeah. Oh, attack speed. That's okay. These runes really don't benefit Nidalee, especially if you're going AP. You could go AD Nidalee, that's the thing. But I would only take that into a hard AD, a Zed, or Kha'Zix mid. Take AD tank Nidalee in. Just be careful with that. But with this extra damage, your CS should be higher, but your spears and your heals should be lower. And then your masteries, I already talked about these. I don't know if you saw it, but I talked about my mastery video and just tweaking a couple different things. You really only have to move a few points around. I'll show you. Like, this makes minion prepping easier. And I talked about minion prepping, and you did pick up pretty well, like after the initial time I made like a big diagram and shit. But this helps with minion prepping, helps you get your attack reset a little faster, and helps you auto attack the minions under turret twice. So I shift the 2 points out of sorcery over into fury, and then I take these 3, expose weakness, spell weaving, and blade weaving, and put all 3 into archmage, because you're going to be building AP. So like, say you have 900 ability power, this is going to give you almost 50. It's going to be 45 ability power out of this, which is really nice. 45 ability power is crazy. You're going to pick this up, and then shifting enchanted armor over to recovery. So the health regen is going to benefit you a lot more early game. And the enchanted armor, it's only on bonus, So you're really not building any bonus armor and magic resist right away, at least. Like for that game, you didn't really have any bonus armor and magic resist, just your runes and mastery. I don't even think your masteries had any, just your runes. That was really minimal. It's not your total. If it was your total, this would be borderline OP, and everybody would take it, but it's only bonus. So unless you're building like a Guardian Angel or something, which is really not advised on Nidalee, you're gonna have a hard time with that. Alright, and then another thing that I noticed with your early game, just kind of what you can do before the game starts. So I have a thing here called, I just put down pre-game. Something you can do before the game starts to help increase your, these are mine. Something you can help do before the game to increase your chances of success. You want to fix up your rune page. You can tweak your masteries a little bit. That's not going to have a huge deal, like a huge impact, but that's just little tweaks is going to help. Then, depending on your comp, you're going to want to pick different summoner spells. So either heal or barrier, whichever one you prefer. I like heal. I like the run speed boost, and I like the fact that I can use it on an ally. Even though they did remove the Grievous Wounds debuff cleanse, it's still really good. So against that, you know that Syndra is a burst champion, so you know that she's going to be setting up to 100 to 0 you. She didn't build properly, but if she built AP there, she could have gotten a needlessly large rod pretty early, and she could have just dunked you. But instead, she rushed boots and she rushed chalice. Sorry, my throat's getting dry. 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. But that's the big thing. So I would have, instead of taking Ignite into that, I would have taken Heal or Barrier, and that would help you survive a lot of situations where you're not really able to fight with the Ignite. And then, I don't know if you watch, you check out the 40-second test. That's what I'm always doing. And it's especially important if you're going to start with Bushwhack. So you want to put your Bushwhack onto the buff that the jungle's starting. And you want to get to your posts, like where you're going to watch for the invade. They didn't invade, so it wouldn't have mattered that game. But getting to your posts would be really important. I laid it out in the video, and I'll post this up so you can see it. But that's pretty important. And then you didn't leash. That's kind of like, I mean, it just helps out your jungler. Like if you were to leash, it would take 80 health off the minion, and it lowers its armor and magic resist by 20%. So that increases the leash that they get from everyone else by a little boost too. So your Bushwhack helps everyone else leash. So really, you're going to be saving him like 35 gold. You're saving him a health potion if you drop one Bushwhack on where his shit's going to spawn. Minion prepping and CSing, those are two things that you can practice. I can help you out with it if you want. Like I can take you into a custom game and show you a couple different things with prepping and how to do it. Like especially if you're having trouble with Nidalee, or if you just need help with it in general, I can help you out with it. It's no big deal. And then just your skill order was another thing I mentioned on here. I already talked about that with you though. Like I went over the 3 different builds on Nidalee. And let's see, your build order for your items. I talked about that a little bit. But you want to get a gold item, and then mana item. Then after your mana item, you want to rush a death cap. Death cap is Nidalee's power spike. So once you get that death cap, you're gonna start chunking people for half their health with the spear, maybe more. Yeah, I mean the jungler ganking would have helped you, but it really, like, the game didn't come down when I was watching. He was ganking and stuff like that, but I was just watching you. So when I was watching you, there was stuff that you could have done either to live or to get kills, or even just perform better with like your build and stuff like that. That was the biggest issue, I think, was your build and your skill order. So your heal, having heal is really nice because you're a utility mid, like a utility poke assassin kind of thing. But you're not gonna be 100 to 0ing people unless you're doing 2 spears, 2 max range spears. You're gonna kill people. But you're not gonna be going in cat form and dueling people. You know? That's something that you could do on your own. So just leaving everybody else out of it, I'm just doing stuff that you could improve yourself. And using cat form when you're going home. When you go home, you want to use cat form to run back to lane. You use cat form anywhere you're going mobility. You get 20 movement speed and you get your pounce. That's really, really, really going to boost your speed back to lane. It's going to boost your speed for ganks, boost your speed running away from people. It makes you almost unkillable if you're running through the jungle. And the last thing is basically, yeah, I'm just practicing CSing. So that's pretty much all I have, just a few things. And in the video, I talked about some other things. I highlighted a few different diagrams. And basically, Lego, if you get people that are complaining a lot in the game, you can mute them and just let it go. That's pretty much what you got to do. Like if you looked, 2 of my games earlier, out of the 5, I'd mute every single person on my team. And one of those games, we actually wound up winning. So everyone was being negative. They were all blaming each other, being really, really just super bitter. And I muted everyone, and I wound up doing really well. I don't remember what game it was exactly. I think it was one of these Nidalee games. I had a Nidalee 8-0-13 or 7-0-10. One of those two. I had to mute every single person. And I muted everyone else in the Thresh game too, but I couldn't do anything in this. Fucked. I was fucked. Alright. That's just stuff that you can do personally to increase your chances of success, and I wish you luck on... You said you only have 3 games played, so you have 7 more. I don't know how many wins you have right now, but you're going to be aiming for at least a 5-5, so hopefully this will help you out on your journey to getting all the way up there. Alright. And that's pretty much it for that. That's going to wrap up the analysis. Might wrap up the stream. It's 4 a.m.